power can hide the truth, but it can't wash away blood. Washington, D.C., the city where laws are made, and secrets are buried. Behind every smiling politician and polished speech lies a story the cameras never show. This one began in the fall of 2016, inside a mansion owned by Congressman Richard Harland, a man who seemed born for power. To the world, Harland was charming, a Harvard graduate, family man, and rising star in American politics. But behind closed doors, he was known for his temper, his arrogance, and his taste for control. Working in that mansion was Emma Reed, a 24-year-old domestic worker from Ohio. She was quiet, kind, and always early to work. She dreamed of saving enough to go to nursing school. But Emma never made it. On October 14, 2016, police received a 911 call from the Harlan residence. The congressman's wife reported that the housekeeper had slipped and fallen down the stairs. When officers arrived, Emma's body was lying at the bottom of a grand marble staircase, lifeless, her neck broken, her wrist bruised, and a small cut across her forehead. Harlan stood nearby in a silk robe, holding a glass of whiskey. His first words weren't of shock or grief. He said, "Do you know who I am?" The coroner's report labeled it an accidental fall. But whispers began spreading among the staff. Emma hadn't fallen. She had been pushed. 3 days before her death, Emma had confided in a coworker that the congressman had made uncomfortable advances. She planned to quit at the end of the week. That same night, neighbors reported shouting from the Harlan home. But when detectives asked to review security footage, they were told the cameras had been under maintenance. And when the lead detective pushed too hard, he was abruptly reassigned to a desk job in Baltimore. Reporters tried to investigate, but Harlan's connections ran deep. He was backed by corporate donors, protected by high-powered lawyers, and close friends with the city's police chief. Within a month, the story vanished from the news cycle. Emma's name disappeared. And Harlan's career soared, re-elected with a landslide victory. He even gave a speech about fighting for the forgotten Americans, as the crowd cheered. But those who knew the truth called it a mockery. Then, 2 years later, something strange happened. An investigative journalist named Clara Mason, working for the Washington Ledger, received an unmarked envelope. Inside was a USB drive, and on it, a short video file. It showed a timestamp from Harlan's home security system, October 14, 11:38 p.m. You could see Emma walking toward the staircase, holding a tray. Behind her, a shadow moved. Then, the camera cut out. The last frame before the blackout showed a man's reflection in the glass door, Harlan's. Clara tried to contact the Capitol Police, but the evidence was dismissed as inconclusive. Then she received a call from a block number. "Drop the story, or you'll end up like her." She didn't. Instead, she published a teaser article titled "The Congressman and the Maid." The night before the full story was set to go live, her car was found abandoned on the Key Bridge. Her laptop and phone were gone. Her body was never recovered. The story never aired. But the draft she wrote was leaked online 3 months later, by an anonymous source calling themselves Reed's Voice. The leak included bank records, deleted emails, and internal memos showing that Congressman Harlan had paid $250,000 in consulting fees to the lead detective on the case, 2 days after Emma's death was declared an accident. It also revealed a chilling text exchange from Harlan's personal phone. "Staffer, the girl knows Harlan, then make sure she doesn't." When confronted, Harlan denied everything. He called it political sabotage. But soon after, his wife filed for divorce. She cited emotional cruelty and threats of violence in sealed court documents. Harlan resigned from Congress for family reasons. He vanished from public life, until one night, 4 years later, when his name resurfaced in the news. A maintenance crew cleaning a storage unit in Arlington found an old safe that had belonged to him. Inside were stacks of documents, and a blood-stained envelope addressed to Emma Reed's mother. The note inside read, "I didn't mean to. She said she'd ruin me. I just wanted her to listen." It was signed, R.H. Authorities reopened the case. But before Harlan could be brought in for questioning, his car was found crashed on a rural Virginia road. The cause, a single bullet to the head. The coroner ruled it suicide. But the gun was found 10 feet from his hand, and there were no fingerprints on it. The case of Emma Reed remains officially unsolved. But her story refuses to die. Every year, on the anniversary of her death, people leave white lilies at the bottom of the Capitol steps, one for Emma, and one for Clara Mason. A whisper follows those who pass by that night. Power can hide the truth, but it can't silence it forever. He thought he was above the law. But some sins refuse to stay buried.